Hello there. I've heard all about you. So glad to finally meet you face to face. I'm Trudy, the mayor of Sandrock. Anyway, I just wanted to come by and introduce myself, since I just got back in town. We don't get a lot of new folks, so I'm mighty glad you're here. I'd also like to extend an invitation to the next fireside on Sunday. We've got a lot to talk about. No doubt you've heard about what Logan's done. You seem to be adjusting quite well to Sandrock, and we're happy to have you. See you around! Oh, commissions? I hadn't checked on any of that yet. I'll have Matilda in the church fill me in right away and get back to you. Actually, there is one small thing I guess I could use help with, although I'm sure you're very busy. You don't need to trouble yourself too much with this, but I do need a new desk at City Hall. It seems Matilda took a liking to my old one and made off with it. I'm sure she'd give it back if I asked, but perhaps it would just be easier if we both had nice desks, don't you think? So if you do get time, it would be quite nice of you to help me with this minor thing. Thank you.
The answer is love, not hate. See ya.
Oh, thank you. I've got lots of things to do, so I'd better get started.
Hey! How you been? Not getting tired of the builder life, I hope. All that diving and adventuring, not for the faint of heart, is it? No, I'm not trying to butter you up. But, coincidentally, there is a little something I could use your help with. I heard from a friend in Amirah that there are a lot of nasty rumors about Sandrock circulating in that city. Some of them are really out there. They say at night packs of roving monsters roam the deserts by the hundreds. They say us townfolk are a wild bunch, always at each other's throats. They say people out here are fighting each other for water. I mean, there's a grain of truth in some of that. But for the most part, isn't that just the most malarkey you've ever heard? So, you know me. I came up with a plan that in one fell swoop will not only dispel these nasty rumors, but will also bring in some more visitors. I'm talking landscape photography, baby! We can take some nice landscape photos around Sandrock to show people what really goes on around here. Then I'll send these photos to my friend and he'll get them published in the Amirah Times. Once people see how nice it is here, I reckon all those rumors will have no ground to stand on and just fade away on their own. What do you think? Can you help me take some photos? Great! Here's a list of the spots I was thinking would look good in a newspaper. Come on back when you've taken the photos. I think I gotta clean some grease out from under the oven. Hey, these are some pretty ace shots. Are you sure you weren't a photographer before you picked up the building gig? And dang, only someone with a real Sandrock soul could take a shot like this. Alright, well that about does it. I'll send them off to my friend and I'll let you know how it goes. Hopefully this'll help spread the good word about this old place I call home. Thanks for all your help. Uh-huh.
You're here. Good timing. The satellite will pass overhead shortly. I've configured the telescope. I've also attached an SLR to allow direct imaging. We can take photos for further analysis. We still have some time before the satellite arrives. Let's test out the telescope first. I hope we can see some constellations. The image quality is vastly superior, no? The clarity allows for much more precise imaging for the stars. You know, interestingly, when people believe they are wishing upon shooting stars, they are actually wishing upon rocks falling and burning up in the atmosphere. Stars do not shoot. It is a common misconception. What else do you wish to know? Perhaps an overview of the constellations? I will not peddle astrology, but I know a thing or two about astronomy. According to numerous studies, the Swan was originally a constellation that was used to guide sailors across vast distances. They could follow the movement across the skies to orient themselves. What else do you want to know about? Ah, interestingly, the scientific name for this constellation is Scalasium Major, which is a rare instance of the scientific name and the layman's name aligning. What else do you want to know about? This was the first constellation I learned of. I was 4 at the time. This was a rare instance of scientific knowledge being shared from my parents rather than my grandfather. Much like the Swan, it would help them as they were out fishing, providing a point of reference. What else do you want to know about? Interestingly, although we grouped these stars together and named constellations, they were in fact separated by tens of light years. That's enough for now. The Scavengers should be here any moment. Many people only have vague understanding of the stars. Find more next time. Bingo! Now! Perfect! It's a lot clearer than I thought. Take a look here. This has to be the satellite's antenna. It's completely intact. It might even be transmitting, which would make it one of the few working satellites remaining. If only we had a working receiver to downlink the Scavenger's signal. Think of what we could learn. Ah, but I shouldn't be too greedy. We just installed an equatorial mount and now a camera too. It's already a huge step forward. Since we're on the subject though, let me tell you about a paper I read a few days ago. The sampling of digital control technologies of the old world. What a read. Yes, the antenna on the satellite is one such digital controller. I might have mentioned it a bit last time. Here are the details though. See, people of the old world had hundreds of thousands of satellites up there in the sky. Most of them were destroyed on the day of calamity, but a few should have survived. Now, we've lost most of the communications technology of that period. I mean, we're using wireless telegraphs while they used quantum entanglement, which I don't even have a clue what it means, it just sounds so advanced. My hobby of observing satellites and space stations is my way of trying to connect the dots. If we're able to communicate with these machines, we might be able to recover much of the lost technology. You finally understand now. Teaching is a lot of work. Thanks. You're welcome to talk to me about anything you're unsure about or interested in. I'll do my best to explain thoroughly. You know, I used to deflect from social situations, but it seems in fact that simulating scientific conversation can be had. Interesting. It's getting quite late. Let's call it a night. I need to rest too.
To see you again. Come on, let's go dig for some scrap together. We found a lot of new scrap from the ruins today, so we should be able to recycle a lot of good things. Wait, did you hear something?
Who's there?
Uh-oh, we need to hide, quick!
Who's there? Somebody stealing from me?
Oh no, what do we do?
Both in the name of the mechanical claw, both of yous! What the? Venti? And you too? What in the heck is going on here? You two been sneaking in here?
Boss, I'm sorry. It was my idea. My friend had nothing to do with it.
Venti, I can hardly believe what I'm seeing. Am I not paying you enough? I trust you with the keys, and this is what you go and do? Then you go in and bring in an honest builder into your little scam? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't send you packing. What, she wanted to help you? Get free scrap? Well, guess what? If we don't get paid, we don't eat, and if we don't eat, ain't nobody to put free scrap up here for you to steal, Venti. Look, I don't want none of this to reflect badly on you Fala Salvage Co., alright? So, let's keep all this in the family, yeah? You keep whatever Venti gave you. I ain't gonna press charges or nothing. Venti, you take some time off. You're benched. Clear your head. I'll do the same. We'll talk about this in a couple days.
Okay.
Sorry you had to see that. I'm gonna try and get some shut-eye. You ought to do the same.
Well, look who it is. I've really missed you. Let me see. All right, you seem fine. That's a start. Have the sand bandits been caught yet? Were you scared back then? I mean, I think I would have been. I hope so. You know, if you're scared, you can tell me. I won't tease you too much. But seriously, if you need to talk about it, I'm here for you. What's taking them so long? Is this Logan guy really as nefarious and cunning as the papers say? I hope he gets caught soon. Phew, but it's great that you're all right. You don't know how relieved I am to see your face. And oh, look, I brought you a whole bunch of stuff. But take me to the famous Blue Moon Saloon first. I'm dying to try all that sand food. I'm absolutely starving. We can catch up while eating. I have so much to tell you.
Oh no! How could I do such a thing? I'm such a terrible person. How could I do something like this? Oh no! How could I do such a thing?
Ooh, so this is yak milk. I thought it would be gross, but it's actually deliciously good. Huh. It's kind of crazy. The first time I travel outside of Highwind, and it's to Sandrock of all places. After you left, I often find myself wondering about you, how your work is going, how you're dealing with the sandstorms, if you're happy, and so on. In my mind, I kind of built you up as this hero, coming to save Sandrock. Silly, isn't it? Hey, don't laugh! I'm serious! I subscribe to the Tumbleweed Standard, and I keep seeing your name pop up. You fixed the moisture farm, beat the googlies, or whatever they're called, and even rebuilt a bridge. It's amazing. Your ma couldn't believe it. She kept saying, "Really? Our child?" Your pa even joked that there must be someone with the same name as you here. But they're really proud of you. They're just not used to us doing grown-up stuff, I guess. You've always been kind of foolhardy, though, always running into things before thinking. So I guess it kind of makes sense for them to feel that way, right? When you talk like that, it makes you sound so mature. You've really changed, you know. I mean, you're still you, but there's this air of reliability now. I guess I can't call you the idol master anymore. Maybe when I finish school, I should also go somewhere else and expand my horizon. But, I don't know. I tend to get lonely by myself. I'll probably be homesick by the second week. Us? You're already becoming a Sandrocker. Now you're all pistols and howdies, right? Look, I'm only staying in Sandrock for 3 days. Then I have to go back and take an exam. I have a little request, though. Can you show me around town? I'd really appreciate the company. Oh, by the way, now that I'm finally here, anything you want to ask me? They're doing really well. You don't have to worry. When I'm around, they talk about you and Sandrock all the time. They kept wondering if you're making any new friends or getting enough sleep or eating enough. I think they really miss you. Speaking of, your ma wrote a letter. You haven't gotten it yet? Wow, I really got here that fast. My studies are going really well, actually. I'm working like crazy to keep my grades up, though. Hey, are you growing any crops? I almost forgot that you're doing desert planting, right? It's so interesting. It uses completely unorthodox techniques. That's kind of what I'm studying at the moment. Unconventional farming methods. Professor Law, my master, is a lead researcher on these methods. Like, how can you increase yield and growth under the same conditions? Or even bringing crops back to life. But, his methods are still under development, so I'm bound to secrecy. Which reminds me, where is the moisture farm in Sandrock? I've heard a great many things about it, so I'm curious. If you're free tomorrow, could you go with me to take a look? Please, pretty please, with an apple cherry on top? Oh, so I have one more question to ask. I finally get to gossip with you. Are you in love? Anyone you met in Sandrock that you like? Or maybe someone likes you? Huh? Hey, don't tease me like that. Is it hot in here? Oh, we got so caught up in talking, I completely forgot to give you your presents. Besides what your parents brought you, I brought you a couple as well. All right, I think we've talked enough already. Let's eat up. I think I'm gonna hit the hay a little early tonight. All right, you go do your builder stuff. I'm gonna get some rest. Sandrock's bigger than I expected. Luckily, I brought my sneakers, huh? Sandrock's bigger than...
Hey there! So long, partner.
I couldn't help but observe that you're always out conversing with people in town. I'd assumed you had some purpose for doing so, but if that's the case, why is it that our interactions are so frequently unsubstantive?
Yeah? 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 Oh! Catch you later.